I'm having watermelon right now. I know that we're all going to die. You know what I mean? I know that that's the process of this process of the planet. We come here to learn lessons, do what we got to do, and then we push on. I think that the reason why this family member going, and I think for everyone when their family dies, it's hard. But I just felt like this was too soon. Too soon, and two other family members who are older than her, who are still here. Both got cancer, both listened to the doctors to a degree, but also listened to their intuition, listened to, Chinese herbalist, one of them. I think both of them went to a Chinese person. Both of them sought out alternative forms of healing to get through their process. Now, one was not at the stage that the other was, but one was, okay, the last one that just passed was stage 4. I think the one that's the oldest out of all of them, she might have been stage 3, and she got it. She's still here. I think it's what pains me about it is she just wouldn't listen to any of us. Because when I saw her personally, I was like, soursop, get some soursop, please, get some soursop, please. And this was way before they did the operation on her. I was talking to her about that. There was just, I think the meanness and the idea of people who have been healing themselves with holistic, natural forms of, or natural modalities that help to heal the body being recommended to her. She just kept getting very annoyed with us. Now, it could have been the 30 plus years she worked in the medical field that really had her tuned in that way, but it hurt in the end. This one is just, I was spitting mad as everything was happening, especially as we got to the end. The beginning was earlier in the year last year when everything was found out. There was a lot of time in there and a lot of things that could have been done that were recommended over and over and over again. I know from my standpoint they were. And just not heeded. And I know everybody has their own right. I remember when I was working at, I was working in a hospital. I mentioned this in an earlier video. And there was a couple that came in. And they had both lost, I think, their mates to that disease, to cancer. Found each other, and it was like instant love. And then he became sick, and it was becoming quite apparent that this was about to happen again. And she was devastated. And I began to understand in that moment, this is where the balance of life comes in, that not everybody wants to do a holistic path. I got that. Especially in that moment, for her, time was critical. She just wanted a pill, some type of treatment, some type of operation to heal her new husband so that she could live with him for some time. And having found love late in my life, I totally get that. And still, I feel that part of this is our lifestyle in this country and our program. We are just not, our process is one of, number one, the medical industry making money off of sicknesses that are going to eventually get you out of here according to the approach. And so, like I said, I know at the beginning of this video, I know we're all going to pass. But the fact that she left here before she was even 70. I know what her religious ideology was, and I know that's not what they were hoping for. This is mind-blowing. And the very fact that you could take a leaf like soursop, soak it, boil it, and drink that tea. And it has characteristics in it that go in and really knock those cells out. And it just no, was not listened to. And there are so many people that put their trust and their faith in the Western medical establishments process. And I will say specifically this country's, because I believe that from what I've seen and in my research over time, there can be a coupled and pronged approach even here. But it seems that people are flooded so much with so many things via the programming that they don't know that they can do both. I think it's very good to go get your levels checked. I think, like, when I recommend Dr. Joe Dispenza, I would have recommended Dr. Joe to her. But our different spiritual paths, that was an unequivocal no. It just wouldn't have happened. And that would have had her here. Straight up. But, I mean, because that blessing of the energy centers, you suffering from cancer in any kind of way right now, go to Dr. Joe Dispenza, get the blessing of the energy centers, all parts, but start with the first one because it's very good for you. It helps to heal. I have seen it do things for other people now that I've recommended it to. Outside of myself. Outside of my wanting people to get what I've got. No. Now, other people who don't think like me, who are just like, they're willing to try. They tried and they're like, oh my God, meditation's working. Okay. I want people to live as long as they possibly can, the highest quality and form of life in balance. So I don't want people detoxing all the time. You want to have what you want to have, please enjoy it. I don't want people, like, one of the things I think that's pretty tough when people's parents are on their way out of here that I saw happen to my grandmother that I did not appreciate is restricting diets of people who are in the process of getting ready to go. That's when you give them what they want. Chocolate cake, you got it. Whatever you want, we getting it. Because hello, right? But the grandchild, the children wanted things done a certain way because they were trying to prolong, and it just... She should have had the numb going across her tongue of the butter and the icing, and then the cake of chocolate cake. I know that they did it for special occasions, but every single time she asked for it, my mom, you want cake, you get cake. You understand? Everybody got a different way. I know some people will be like, that's not responsible. But if they're going to go, let them go enjoy. Be a part of the joyful process for them. This thing has just blown my mind. And I think I'm so hurt because I feel like she could have been here longer. She was a strong personality, but I feel like she would have been here longer. And that strong personality made it so that she wouldn't listen. And it wasn't just to me, honey. You hear me parroting about this, but however, howsoever, there were others being ignored. Crazy. We got to find ways to be happy. We got to find ways to prolong goodness in our lives. Find it. Please. Find it.